Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today's going to be my monthly decoration using the Planner Babe Box Elegance kit. So if you want to see how this one all came together, then just stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to start off with some washi tape, and I'm a little worried that some of this isn't going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. So we're going to start off with this black and white polka dot. I'm going to start on the right hand side. I'm going to put this along the top. Now I'm really nervous about this next part because I know I played with the napkin that was in here last month, or one of my weeks last month. But I'm a little bit nervous about trying this actually on a planner page, just in case I completely screw this up, but I am going to try because it's no harm if I do screw it up. So we're going to cut this out and put it down the bottom and up the top. And the reason that works is because these actually don't have days on them. So it will work in that respect, but I'm just a little nervous just in general about doing this. And then we're going to use this half. It's just hard to judge sort of where it is. So I think what I'll do, so I'm going to take the backing off of it. So if you saw when I did this with this box last month, you've got to take the back off it. I will link that video because that's got kind of how you do this. But you just really gently peel off the back. You can use heat and like kitchen wrap to be able to do this. I'm just going to do it with glue. Glue worked last month and I think it looked fine. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. But what I can do now that this has got a little bit more transparent is I can actually roughly see where my edges are. So I'm just going to grab a pencil. Thankfully this is very well lit in here. So I'm going to mark that where I want it, and I do want to cut off this bit on the side because it's got that white. With the cutting, you could do this with your paper trimmer. What that's going to cause though is I know it did it last month, it's going to cause a little bit of a tear. So I'm going to do this by hand just with my scissors. I'm not wanting this to be perfect, so because I don't want it to be exactly right, I'm hoping that this is going to help me get away with it. So while I'm here, I'm also going to cut that white strip off down the side. And again, we're embracing the non-perfection here, so just trying really hard to make this as straight as I can, but not freaking out if I do accidentally cut in the wrong spot. This is really hard, just FYI, just because it's not a solid thing to cut. It moves a little bit, so I'm just going slowly, which I'm hoping is going to save this. Alright, so that's definitely not straight. Alright, I really don't like that, and I would so much rather say to you guys, hey, that's not working, than me use it and it not work and me be really unhappy with it. So we're just going to do this without the napkin. You could find another way to use it, but I feel like I did that last month, so I'm not going to do it again. I do have a really cute flipper that someone gave me that I definitely want to use. So we're kind of going to abandon that, and we're going to use mainly the washi tape, but also we're going to use a couple of these quote cards and bits and pieces that came in the kit instead. This is going to be a really basic one though. I actually really enjoy, especially for monthlies, I like them being a bit more basic, a bit more not, oops, oh well, that's already stuck, so we're going to leave it there. A bit more not quite so busy, because they always end up being that crazy anyway. So you kind of want to leave the months as simple as you can. I kind of want to leave the months as simple as I can possibly make them. So we can do the spots. By the way, that is gorgeous washi tape. And then while we're continuing with the spots, actually, do you know what I'm going to use? We're going to use a bit of this washi tape with the clothes on it. I said I wanted to see what it looked like. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to cut a little bit of that off. I'm actually going to cut them out and use them like stickers. No, I'm not, because that's going to waste it. No, I will. I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm just going to cut off that bit. I want to do this shirt and skirt. I will use it. I'm just going to put it off to the side though. I'm going to finish off with the other washi first, because otherwise I'll get distracted. So I'm going to grab this gold washi at the bottom with the spots. I'm going to put that along the bottom. And if I'm clever about this, I may be able to just use one bit and cut in half. So we'll cut that off. I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer. And we're going to cut this washi in half. So just sticking that down on my return, using the marks on here to gauge where it is. You can measure if you really want to. You can grab yourself out a ruler and actually do that properly. I'm not stressing out too much about it, honestly. It's actually worked out rather nicely, so that's okay. Just sticking that down. Oh, I like that. And then we'll do the other side and then we'll cut off the excess. I think this side's going to be a bit wider. It feels a little bit like I didn't quite cut that in half. I kind of cut it 3/5 and 2/5. Yeah. So just lining that up with the bottom of the page, and then we'll just cut off all of the excess. Alright, so we've got those ones down. I'm not going to do anything down the edges this month. I'm going to leave that there. I know I've been doing it a lot lately, so we'll leave it spare and we'll leave it sparse and see what happens. What I might do, because I do want to use the napkin. I think the napkin is actually very pretty. So what I might do is actually block, and I haven't done, I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I'm going to try. I'm actually going to use this to block out the days that aren't part of the month. You guys know what I mean. So I'm just going to cut a bit here. See if we can get this to be the right size, one way or another. Whoops. I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to put all the glue in here and then I'm going to cut it out off with a knife afterwards. This could be the wrong way to do it, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm just going to stick that there. Making sure it's down flat. And because I can see the lines, I should be able to cut the excess off with my craft knife. But what I've got to be is very, 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 very gentle. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys have this in shot without getting my head in the way, because I know I do that a lot. So I'm lining up the ruler. Say it's only that side that doesn't look right, but the whole thing doesn't look right and it's not stuck very nicely, so we're going to take her off, which now I'm probably not going to do because the glue actually has dried, but I have a way that I can fix it. So I'm just going to scratch it off, grab my razor See, I try and fail things all the time. It does happen. We all fail, we all try. I think that's the best thing though about planners. You can just scratch it off and start again. So instead of having that there, we're going to grab one of these gorgeous die cuts. Not going to use that one, although I do want to use that one somewhere. I'm just going to try and find one of them. I'm just going to grab the one that fits in there the nicest without covering up the Monday. So it might be the candle. So it's going to grab some glue tape. If I can find where it went. There it is. It was right in front of my eyes. Hairs everywhere. Alright. Let's see if we can pull this together, shall we? So what we're going to do, we're going to grab, for all my little birthdays and things like that, I did actually buy some stickers for that exact reason. So I'm just grabbing my little display book. I moved all my, not all my stickers, but a bunch of my stickers in here so that I didn't have quite so much sort of hanging around places. And the only downside with this is that I don't think I've got anything that I really want to use the colours of. So, I'll put those ones back. And just grab this one out instead. I just want to stay with the gold theme as much as I can. So I'm going to grab the kikki.K Life's Little Stickers ones. I'm just going to use these for the birthdays and things like that. So we'll put them all in one by one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. And then on the 29th, I'm just going to put it back there so I don't forget. I have my having my wedding workshop at kikki.K. So I just want to grab, if I can remember where I put them. The stickers that I used for my wedding countdown. Now I got them from Lillian Vine, but where did I put them? Put them in here. I couldn't remember where I put them, but they're here. So I'm just going to grab this one here with the flowers. I know it doesn't quite fit in the theme here, but I just want it to, everything with my wedding's got these stickers, so to me they actually sort of make sense. So I'm just going to put that in there too. Alright. Now we need to finish decorating this bad boy. So, I'm going to use that washi because I said I would. So what I'm going to do is kind of cut him out. Fussy cutting, that's what they call it when you kind of go all around the edges. So I'm just being, she says as she tears it, as gentle as I can. It's just a bit hard with the sticky. I'm actually going to leave the bottom. That way when it goes over the skirt, it should actually look like it's supposed to be going over the top. Never seen washi like this before, that you kind of layer up on top of each other. It's different. I'm not really a clothes horse, so it's not something that sits with me very nicely. As in, I don't really like the clothes thing, but that said, I kind of think this is going to look cute. I'm going to put this at the bottom. Just trying to make it look like it's actually on top of the skirt. I don't know if it's quite right, but anyway. I do kind of like it though. There's something about it that's really cute. Then I'm going to grab some of these the other die cuts first. I'm going to grab one with the flowers. I do want to use this press for mimosas one, so I might have to put the flowers somewhere else. So I'm going to put the press for mimosas there, and that there. And I'm not going to put anything else on this other side though, because otherwise we're going to run out of actual room, because this month's actually rather day heavy. You know how sometimes in months you just don't, like, you don't get as many days in it? That's what I meant by that. I feel really out of it today, guys. I'm apologising now if I seem a bit funny. I've had a really, really busy couple of days and I've kind of hit my wall a little bit. And I feel a bit out of it, but I'm doing my best. Just have to move that over a little bit. So I'm going to have to punch this just a teensy bit. So I'll grab that hole punch. We'll just fix that up. Okay, so I think I'm nearly finished. What I want to do though to give this like a last little bit. So when I was at the kikki.K meet and greet the other day, a beautiful subscriber named Corinne came and gave me a bunch of pretty things which I so appreciate, and this just feels like it suits this week or this month really, really, like just to a T. So I'm going to put this in here as well. It just says today is the day, and it's got beautiful glitter and stars and little roly balls all through it. And I just think it looks really, really cute in there. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then I'm just debating if I want to put another quote with one of these quote cards. I did actually forget to show you guys one. There was another one that was hidden behind this one, which I didn't find. So it just says, she has that girl boss hustle. I think what I'll do is just put a paper clip in here as well. So this is the one that I was gushing over when I showed you guys the unboxing. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But it's so beautiful. It is the most beautiful paper clip I think I've ever seen. And that's saying something. But I'm just going to put that at the top there. And that can just be my little, how I'm going to get to this one. A lot of people have been asking, because I did mention in my decoration at the start of the, well, no, I didn't, in my haul at the start of the week, if you guys want to see me move into my new navy blue planner, and so far more people have said yes than no. So that is something I'm going to do. Obviously not going to do it right now, but I'm hoping in the next week or two I'll be able to move over. But that's going to be a bit of a process, so that you'll get that whole video happening. But I'm kind of looking for ways to get to things rather than using my keys, just because my keys don't suit the blue planner. So I'm trying to find other ways to do things. So maybe something like this, like a really pretty paper clip, can be the way that I get to the month, if that makes sense. So the last thing that is still missing that I need to put in here, I need to put May back in here, just because this is one of those months where I'm going to forget. I can just, I have been so busy that just at the moment my brain isn't working, and you can sort of get that because I'm not actually making any sense right now. But I just want to put May back in, so I'm just going to grab these ones. These stickers are from Peaceful Mind Design. I bought them the other week. I'm just going to put the May back in at the top. No, I'm not. It's too small. I have another one that I want to use. I'm going to use a slightly bigger one, so I'm just going to grab it. Hold on. So I've just grabbed this one out of my cupboard. This is just a Kaiser Craft sticker sheet. It's the My Year, My Story collection, or yeah, collection. But I do love these ones. I think I've used them a couple of times, but they just fit perfectly in this sort of size with your washi tape. So I'm going to leave it just like that. I don't think at this point there's anything else that I need to put in, but of course monthlies always end up, they start off really empty for me just with birthdays and stuff, and then slowly I start to add things. So I will start doing that in the next couple of weeks. Let me know during my live video at the end of the month if you guys want to see back, so you can actually see how this ended up filling up. But I'm still very with my months. They get used, but they don't get used like my weeks do. So I have trouble making, there's that really fine line between decorating them too much and then them not being functional, or me making them functional and not decorating them enough for you guys. So that's where I'm always trying to find that happy balance. I think this one maybe is a little bit too on the white side, but I think it's more because I don't have as much yet to put into it. But let me know what you think. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can find me on all of my socials if you do want to tell me what you think. So if you want to do that, you can. Don't forget to be subscribed if you're not already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this gigantic week of videos. It has certainly been a lot of fun. I love getting them all at the same time, but then I feel like I'm overloading you with videos. So I hope you did enjoy the extra content. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. See you later. Bye.